I'm in Forest Park today in front of the Korean War Memorial. This memorial is dedicated to the St. Louisans who fought in one of the coldest battles in military history. You'll hear the story of one soldier lost on that day. But first, two veterans serving now, both proud to serve.
I was driving home from UMSL one day and heard a commercial on the radio and thought, that might be a nice way to help pay for school.
Meet Major Ken Caston. When he's not working as an assistant principal in the Wentzville School District, he serves in the Air National Guard, taking care of these things. The B-2 stealth bombers at Whiteman Air Force Base near Sedalia, Missouri.
So parallels and contrasts education. So I've been very fortunate on both sides of the house to work with great people.
Two very different roles that he blends together as best he can.
It comes up in conversations here from time to time at school, and I have some pictures and kids will ask and we get to talking about that, and it's an opportunity to educate them about something else that they probably or may not have known existed.
Both of his roles are very different, but still similar, because it all comes down to one thing: communicating with very diverse groups.
Treating people like people, engaging with them to find out what's going on and where I can help, how I can push things through if need be, but knowing what's going to make their life easier and then taking the steps to make that happen.
Just like all of our Proud to Serve winners, he's humble and a good role model. While Major Caston was doing the interview with us, his wife and his kids were out delivering food for a charitable group that one of his kids founded.
Angela, through the years, has been so supportive, as well as the kids. So there have been times when I've had to miss things, but we make it up. Their support's been tremendous through the years.
Caston says he's just doing his part to leave the world a better place, thanks to the lessons he's learned along the way.
I went in the military as an opportunity to serve and to kind of be a part of something bigger than myself.
Meet Sarah Hecht. She's a critical care nurse in the military, serving in the 131st National Guard Unit. She's also an assistant nurse manager at BJC on the thoracic surgery floor, working in the midst of a pandemic.
One of the things that's really stood out to me is the profound amount of resiliency and dedication that everyone on my team and Jake's team, or both of my teams and Jake's team, has really demonstrated, and it's just encouraging and impressive.
That Jake she just mentioned is her husband. He's also a first responder, serving with the Hazelwood Fire Department.
Every day of my job is nonstop excitement and a lot of fun. It's the best job anyone could ever have.
Together, they're juggling high-pressure roles.
We met at the gym, actually. He was my personal trainer. My appendix had ruptured, and I had to get ready for a fitness test for the military because that's critical and part of our job. So in my, inability to do some sit-ups, I hired Jake, and the rest is history.
They're also juggling demanding schedules while being the parents of a 3-year-old.
I think he's what we both do this for all of the time, and really keeps us going, gives us that lead by example mentality, to make him proud and to give him something to live up to. He's 3, so I'm not sure that he recognizes any of that now, but hopefully at some point he will.
It helps to have a good support system with grandparents nearby and a well-thought-out plan.
It definitely takes a fine balance. Our families are paramount in situations like this, as it is equally important that Jake and I support one another.
I am fortunate to have a wife that is the most expert planner anyone could ever ask for. Pretty much every month is planned out to the minute, and I know exactly where I need to be and what I'm doing all the time.
When your entire lifestyle is based on serving others, it's easy to make an impact on lives around you. And this couple is proving that it is possible to constantly serve others while still making a life for yourself.
It's a real balancing act, but we've made it work over the past couple of years.
The U.S. military currently has troops deployed in more than 150 countries all around the world. Published reports say the largest numbers are some 38,000 based in Germany, 60 to 70,000 on bases or ships in the Middle East, and the largest American base you may have never even heard of in South Korea, where 45,000 troops, contractors, and family members will live at Camp Humphreys by 2022. The South Koreans are longtime friends of America. we defended them from an invasion by their North Korean neighbors back in 1950. And coming up next on Veterans Voices, a St. Louis soldier who was lost for decades in that war finally comes home.